Everybody and welcome back to Falcon Plays Rimworld, and not just any Rimworld, Rimworld Alpha 2. Now what does this mean for us? Well, it is the new build that just came out like a day or two ago. This is the 27th, so let's say like a day ago. I just got my build yesterday, but I wasn't able to record yesterday. I had to record till today. So today's going to be the 27th, February 27th. I'm going to be recording a few episodes today to kind of have something for you guys to watch daily and whatnot. The only downside from the new build is that, again, much like every other build so far, we have to start a new colony because otherwise the old saves are not compatible with the new one. So I apologize for that. I still have some of those issues, or those episodes from the last colony saved, and I have probably like 4 more to release over the course of the week. So I will continue to release those in case you guys are interested into what happened with that colony. A few more of you guys that were on the waitlist who wanted to be added as a colonist have been added. So definitely check that out, just to kind of get you a feel as to where the colony was going, because there was a lot of progress made in those last episodes. However, we're going to be starting new over here, and there's going to be a new system involved, a cooking system, butcher system, etc., etc. Now, it's probably not completely fine-tuned just yet. This is kind of just setting the groundwork as to where Ty wants to go with this, the developer. But at least it's still something new for us to mess around with. There's also a few other, I guess, superficial type of things added, like planting, gardening, etc., etc. We'll get to that, though. What I'm personally more interested in is, down over here, you'll see this, mods. Now, I assure you, I'll have like a little annotation for you guys to jump over to the start of the game if you guys don't care about the mods that we're going to be playing around with, any of the new features, and I will also probably skip the character selection screen. I gotta generate the proper characters and whatnot. Bruce Wayne is coming back, so you know what, it's Batman died last colony, Batman RIP. Well, today's gonna be the return of Bruce Wayne, so we'll definitely have him involved. But either way, right now I'm gonna discuss the mods, but you'll jump over to the start of the gameplay if you want. So for our mods over here, we're gonna have Blacksmith Workplace. This is a mod that I've been keeping an eye out. What this does is that slag debris, which is completely useless still, you can now basically, as you can see right here, it says you can work with slag debris and smelt them to usable metal. So slag debris is gonna finally have a purpose in the game, as opposed to just kind of littering your fucking complete colony with a bunch of shit all over you can't even use. Now that's not to compare it with stone. Stone is gonna be able to use for something else. So stones now do have a purpose, but slag debris still had no purpose. Blast charges, obviously, these are added. This is kind of like, if you want to use them, use them. If not, don't use them. So we're going to go over blast charges because I do like that feature altogether. Core, this is just the basic gameplay core of the game itself. Energy turrets. Now, these are different from the regular turrets. What these do is, after discovering a few new techs via research, you'll be able to build a vastly better turret. So, the last turrets have been shitty. That's the reason why I've never used them in any of my playthroughs, and people are like, no, Falcon, use turrets. Falcon, what are you doing? Use turrets. And I don't want to because they just attract more raiders for one, and number two, they're really, really underpowered. Like, they're just kind of like, you know, say like regular colonists with like, you know, a subpar rating of 3 or 4 in shooting. It's just really shitty. So we're gonna forget that. But in energy turrets, I am interested in. So once we get this ready to go, we will be building energy turrets for sure. Miracle healing. I'm not sure what this is. It was there in the mod system, so I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll just add it because it came with the. It came essentially with the build itself, so there's no description provided. I didn't really look into it, but whatever. It's there. Miracle healing sounds kind of good. PopCap Plus. Now, this is my favorite one. What this does, its average population is increased to 25. Absolute maximum population is increased to 500. Now, what this means is that the game is going to now basically make it easier for us to knock people out because our population average is going to be increased significantly. What does this mean for you is that if you guys want to be a colonist in the game, and you guys want to be back into the game, or if you guys didn't make it into the last colony, you want to make it into this one, be sure to stop leaving your comments in this video alone, telling me, you know, hey, Falcon, I want in, etc., etc. I'm going to do this again as a first-come, first-served basis, just so I don't have to, like, avoid any sort of sticky situation where people are like, no, why didn't you add me? Why didn't you add me? No favoritism involved. First-come, first-serve. I'll do the same thing as last time. I'll add you to the list. Boom. As you go, we go. But the upside to this is that we will get a lot more frequent knockouts this time around, and a lot more, I guess, slave traders, a lot more passerby colonists. I mean, if you remember the last series, I didn't have one passerby colonist. I think probably had 1 or 2 actually, but that was really early on in the game. Afterwards, I was just completely abandoned in terms of slave traders and any sort of passerbys that I could capture. So that's actually really good. I'm really happy about this one for sure. So that means that more of you guys are going to now be involved in the colony, which is always really fun. Next mod is going to be ProjectArmory. ProjectArmory, as you can see, ProjectArmory adds new weapons to the Rimworld universe from different games, movies, and real-world periods from the Victorian era to modern day. So what this does is it introduces completely new weapons to the game, and not just like, stat changes. This mod itself has new sprites for the weapons themselves. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of new different weapons, and it's just really cool altogether. Like I like the whole fact that they were adding new sprites to them. So they're going to have like their own sprite, and they're gonna have like significant stats considered to that weapon. So that's really, really awesome. This also came with the game itself, Royal Bed. What this does is it makes it like a fancy bed and whatnot. Kind of think of the deluxe bed that we had in the last colony. So essentially, Ty, the developer, added this by his own volition. So we're going to activate that as well, might as well. And then this is another mod that I added. Remember that we had the targets last time around, and it was those really giant white freaky heads that just kind of stared into your soul? Well, this time they added complete little graphical overhauls. You can see right there in the picture, there's going to be a little bit target with a little bullseye on it, so you'll be able to aim and do your thing and whatnot. So that's really, really awesome. And that's going to obviously work the same way. You just use it, you shoot at it to increase your shooting ability and whatnot. So again, these are the mods I'm going to roll with. Alright guys, and welcome back. So we got all of our characters suited out and whatnot. Over here we're going to start off with you the Bolt. Instead of you the Bolt, this time it's going to be I the Bolt, because he is the Bolt indeed. So we're going to have the same 3 original colonists for sure. Batman, unfortunately. Oh, it's going to be a male this time. I've never seen Batman as a blonde though, but okay. So Batman's going to be our controller. I chose this time a controller because social is kind of high, and he has a learning capability. These little flames over here also tell you the aptitude as to how fast they level up that certain skill. So Batman's going to be our melee and shooting specialist because that's what he should have been from the start, right? And socializing 6, not that great, but it has the option to definitely grow faster than most of the other skills that he can learn in. He can't do any research this time around, which kind of conflicts with Batman considering how much of a fucking genius he is, but what can you do about that? So I really like the whole ability he could actually fight properly now, and there's still some socializing in there involved. So that's going to be Batman for now. And then the third person, Dolly Parton, Mangina. He's a human yet again, that's why I have to go with Mangina, obviously. Mangina's going to be our settler, I believe, no, this is going to be our oaf. So she's going to be now a grower and a miner, basically just all that hard labor, because as a Southern belle, Dolly Parton should indeed be able to do all that stuff. So there you go. These are going to be the guys I'm going to go with. And this is our start off point over here. I don't like our map too well. I kind of want to do like an outside type of thing this time around. But unfortunately, because of the map that we got, I don't really feel like re-rolling the map until you get like a good map. So we're going to just roll with the punches and see what the game has to offer us. The other thing I don't notice is I don't see any geysers around, which is also kind of troubling and disturbing. That would have been really good for a early on power boost. Is this probably a geyser over here? It kind of has the makings of one, like if I knock that down. But either way, it's still... Oh, actually, there's one right here. Okay, never mind, I'm an imbecile. I'm blind and an imbecile. Forget about me. So, alrighty, this is our startup point. That's still kind of far off, though. It required quite a bit of maintenance, actually. But either way, we're going to start off right here, and I guess the best thing to do is kind of mine into this little area over here. There's a lot of metal to be had as well, so that's always good. So let's actually get this started. Let me go into my overview really quickly here and see... Well, I guess we don't have to do manual priorities just yet, but let's see, crafting, obviously, that's still not involved. Actually, no, crafting is involved, that's what you do to do the stone masonry now, my bad. I'm still thinking in terms of old build type of thing. Research, we only have one researcher, which is Yuta Bolt, and he's not really good at it either way, so it's gonna suck a bit for us in that regard, but whatnot. So, let me actually, the first thing that we should probably think about doing is, I want to add myself a little room, a little prisoner room, because I do believe that we're gonna get people early on, and I want to be able to have imprison them and whatnot, so that's something we'll definitely do early on. And let's see, other than that, yeah, let's just actually go and start making it so that all these items here are able to be grabbed and whatnot. So let's get these going, and then silver over here. Let's see. Alright. Seems to be to grow food. Yeah, I know how to play the game. Believe me, I've been playing it for a while now. Alrighty, so let's just do that, and then over here is going to be, what stockpile is this? This for foods? Okay. Let's not do manufacture. Let's just do nothing but... Oh, what's raw resource? Okay, let's just do with foods here, and we'll make this a preferred. And then over here, we could do nothing but... Nope, forget about that stuff. Let's go ahead and make this a raw resource like metal and silver and all that other stuff there. So that's going to hang out right about there. Make this preferred. Okay. Now that that is done with... Oh, there's some more food over here. So now, in terms of food, we have the potatoes, right? We'll be able to still grow potatoes. But... There's also berries now you can kind of mess around with, and there's also agave. Agave's been around beforehand, but now you could actually even collect agave, which is really, really interesting. And then the whole butchering system, like I said, the butchering, you could actually go out and hunt animals and actually use their corpses to make meat, which I will provide better food for you to actually be able to store. You could actually store meals now especially if you do it with animals and whatnot. And, you know, you could also turn into a cannibal, so if it comes down to that, we're gonna have to cannibalize some people, that's perfectly fine, you know, it's the will to survive, right? So really quickly, other than doing that, let's go ahead and, where are we at here? Harvest some plants. Let's see if there's anything around our general area that we could kind of harvest. I guess we could harvest that stuff. Alright, that's good. And other than that, let's go ahead and mine. I wanted to mine this out because there's a lot of juicy, I guess, metal in there. But since there's also metal over here, we're gonna dive into this fucking cave either way. Let's might as well just, get in here and do our business right about over here. And by doing our business, I don't necessarily mean like, you know, like a dog or something who goes and kind of does other things to his owner's foot or anything like that. Yeah, you know what, actually, before we dive in there, let me just mine this out. And I'm gonna do like a wall down through here, just to kind of give us a little bit of protection. One of the other things that I didn't mention is that, oh wait, let me actually get some guns going on over here. So Batman, go ahead and equip the Lee Enfield, you the bolt, you grab this Glock 19. And then Mangina, where is the other gun? Is the real question here. Oh, it's right there. There you go. Good, alright. So, let's see, we'll have them going through that. Let's go ahead and do this. Now, other things that I wanted to explain. Another thing that they added to the game, which I think I'm really interesting about, I'm really happy about, is that now there is a roofing system. That's actually about, they're doing that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our furniture here. This is the real bed that I was talking about. Over here is a target that I added as a mod. The Blacksmith Workplace, which I added as a mod. We're gonna have the cheap bed still, but now you have royal bed, so that's switched up a bit. There's the butcher table and the cooking table. Let's see, the cook stove, a simple stove that is attached countertops for preparing meals from simpler ingredients. So now you're gonna have to actually cook your food. You can't just, you know, dump it in raw. I mean, you can continue to eat it raw, but obviously they don't like eating raw food, as we've always seen before. And, you know, it's not cool. So, you know, there's actually a little cooking thing involved now. In terms of buildings, everything's still the same. Zones, here's what I was talking about, the roof. You can see you can remove roof regions. Now, what this is good for is if you want to encase your, for instance, say you want to encase your solar panels inside so you don't have them out in the open. You could actually encase them somewhere, remove the roof over the area, and then they'll still get the solar power, they'll still get solar powered and actually build up power for you. So that's really, really goddamn amazing if you ask me. So it's going to really simplify things a lot. So we have that going for sure. The other thing that I wanted to do, honestly, really quickly, if we can, might as well make this into a launch pad right about there. And let's see, other than making that a launch pad, hoppers, we're going to definitely involve ourselves with that really soon. Security, same deal still. And let's see here, we got doors. Here's the new, this is the new thing that you actually use stones for. So stones are going to actually be coming from the blacksmith and the stonesmith area. So you're going to be able to actually do stone tiles for the floor, and you could actually even build stone walls, which I suppose it could stand for ages, it doesn't burn or transmit power. So as you can imagine, stone walls are going to be really amazing, because now when raiders try to burn down your walls, they won't be able to do it, man! So it's actually really, really amazing. That's something we want to definitely go for. And other than that, so right now it's simplified things, but things are going to definitely make the game a bit different for us. Right now my people are eating raw food, which is unfortunate. Let me actually start setting this up by going down, how should we do this wall, I guess, or how should we wall off this area? I suppose we might as well just do it from down through here. That seems to work, and then we'll go up through there. And I'm an imbecile, let me go ahead and add a door for them right there. And let's see, let's also really quickly add a little prison-like area. Let's say down through here, I guess. Not too crazy about this setup just yet, but of course I could always mine this out to make the prison area a little bit more convenient for prisoners, but you know, who wants that really, right? So let's go ahead and do that, and then I guess that'll work out for us right there. So let's unpause this right here. Home regions, yep, yeah, I know about home regions, man. It's my first time playing this game. Alright, so our food's going to be collected over here. Here's going to be our metal area and gold area, or silver area, I should say, for now. And this is going to be there just so we could kind of get any sort of trading going on. Speaking of trading, let's actually go and start setting up important things like a research facility, or not really a facility, but a table anyway. And let's see, let's go ahead and add this guy. Oh, I'd say right about here for now. Right? Yeah, that kind of works out for me. Actually, although that might catch fire if it's kind of too close to the wall, so let me just set it up as far from the wall as possible. So let's put that right there, and then research tables we're gonna need, and then once we get some hydroponics tables going, not hydroponics, that's just silly. Who says that? I don't. But as soon as we get some hydroponics tables going on, we'll be able to start growing inside. And, you know, again, I'm not a big grower of the outside. But, you know, we might need some food from the outside meanwhile. So if you... I guess we could probably add a zone. Let's say, growing zone. Let's make a little growing zone. I guess this looks as good as any situation. Let's make this, like, right about that big. And let's see, growing zone, we want to grow. Now, what do we want to go is the real question here. As you can see now, it's not just growing potatoes. No, sir, indeed, Bob. No, sirree, Bob. That's what I was trying to say. Now, Sir Bob. I'm not even sure what that even means. Potato plant, strawberry plant, rose, and again, this is the rose, the daylily, and the dandelions. These are just basically set up there as a way for, to kind of give the base a little bit more feel. So obviously this is just for gardening, legit gardening, but we don't want that right now. We just want some regular food. So let's just make this potato plants for now. Let's get these guys going and get some sleep. That's cool. You know what, guys? I might want to start putting these beds inside, right? I mean, why sleep outside? We could sleep inside, right? So let me go ahead and drop a few sleeping spots inside. Let's add one there, another one there, and another one there, and another one bites dust, obviously. So as soon as this, I guess we have this built in, we'll move these guys inside, and let's see, this will be my growing area over here. Obviously, growing should probably be somebody's main concern. Let's see, who should that be? Growing, let's make this the bolt's priority, or should we make it Mangina? Well, Mangina's a better miner, right? So no, let's just make it a bolt. So let's see, bolt, you go ahead and do this stuff indeed, but growing's gonna be your main priority. Mangina, no growing for you, or for Batman. Repairing, constructing, that's fine, and firing, fire. Oh, Bolt can't fight fires, that's not really good. That's not really good at all. Cooking, make sure everybody can cook right now. Mining is good to go for everybody. And plant cutting, yeah, it's, well, I guess whatever, we'll have that on for now. Hauling and cleaning and research. Okay, good. So Bolt is going to have to go and do some research for us soon enough, as soon as that's built. Again, he doesn't have the greatest, I guess, research skills, so it's going to be a little while before he kind of learns his things, but, you know, we'll get there eventually. Again, the main priority thing right now to get is actually the actual, hydroponics tables, because that's going to be really imperative to our progress, because I don't want to starve to death, obviously, and I'm not that big of a fanatic in terms of gardening outside. I mean, it makes me feel like a little bit too close to my real age. Like, I feel like at one point or another, like, really sit up, retire, and just be, like, you know, out in the garden all day. Why that is, I'm not entirely sure. Instead of being a regular grown man and, like, you know, probably retiring to play golf or something in the valley with the, you know, rest of the geriatric individuals and whatnot, I'm going to be outside with Martha Stewart and her friends, just, you know, discussing how to bake cookies and, you know, basically that prime example cookie as to what you, or, let me actually twist this over, as to what is the right amount of sugar for a dish and whatnot. So, let's go ahead and set this up. That's going to be roofed over. It must be nice for the prisoners to have a roof over their head. My guys don't. So let's set up 2 of those for now, and then that's going to get built right there. Excellent. Alright, you boat, and now that this is built, you are free of duty, sir. You go and, so now, you know what, now that I think about it, he is going to indeed have to forgo growing, just do research, and, let's see. Bolt, you're going to be our research guy, because you're the only one who can do it, so I guess now that means that Mangina should really focus on some growing as well, even though he's our top miner, so that's going to actually put a downside into our plans here, but, we'll see how that works out for us. So let's get this going right there. Alright, that's going to also be roofed in as well, so that's actually pretty good. Except for the 2 guys that sleep right here under the rain. My bad, guys. Let's see. The other thing, let's try this out. Let's see, zones. Create a no roofs region and remove no roof region. Okay, so, let's see. Creates a region where roofs would not generate. Colonists will also tear down existing roofs here. So, actually, we do want this to, be roofed over. So, never mind, that's a bad idea. The only, so you can't, you can only remove roofs, you can't add roofs. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Unless I'm missing something here, I don't think I am. Alrighty, so let's keep this going. Mangina's gonna do a little bit of growing for us right now, which is gonna help us out with our fruit production for now. Bolt is, well, Bolt, I should probably give you an actual research project. That's probably what you're telling me right now. So, if that is indeed the case, let me go ahead into my research facility here, and let's see what we have. And here's the energy turrets that we'll get to at some point. But for now, really, just 100? That can't be right. Go and build that Bolt. Is it just 100? That's really, really fast. Alright, see if he does that really quickly. I mean, that's going to be built really quickly. That is indeed the case. Even with a 2 skill, he's just flying through that. Look at that. Alrighty, research energy turrets. You can now research your way to a better turret. There are 3 projects, each building on each other to make a very nice, very deadly turret. What? Okay, so... Huh. Let's check this out really quickly. What do you mean buildings? I don't see where this went. I guess I'm gonna have to do a little more research on that. So for now, it is done. Huh. I guess you gotta unlock a few more of these before that probably takes into effect, maybe. Let's just imagine that's what it is. So for now, let's forget about that. Let's forget about Dre. Let's go ahead and do the hydroponics. Get this going soon enough. They're gonna get some sleep. By the way, guys, you could go and sleep inside. I forgot to tell you that. There's a... Well, not inside. At least some of you will get the benefit of being inside. Batman, of course, gets the benefit of no water falling him as he sleeps, but Mangina and his cohort, Utabolt's gonna have to, unfortunately, sleep under the rain. I could move those sleeping spots, but I really don't want to, so... Whatever. Deal with it, Utabolt. Be a man. Let's see. Other than that, we also need to finally start getting... Well, not finally, but... We do need a few systems for us to actually generate some power in here. So it's probably in our best concern to go into our building structure. Luckily for us, again, we could try out our new solar feature here. So let's go ahead and say this actually generates quite a bit of good power down the line over here. So this is actually really, really good on that part alone. So let's go ahead and make, we just really need 2, honestly, for the early game. I don't think I really need all these extra ones. So let's just go with these 2. And then those will set up our little quote-unquote solar generating power right there. It sucks that the geyser is so far off from... It's not that far off, quite honestly, but the thing is I don't want raiders messing with that right now. Plus, it's really going to take my guys away from doing things that I want them to do, so... I'd rather them just focus on this area over here, especially with Utabolt here not being the greatest research around. Come on, Utabolt, prove me wrong, though. Alright, so there you go. We got those solar panels up and running, and let's go ahead and give ourselves a nutrient paste dispenser right about... Oh, let's say... Nope, that's the wrong key. Let's go ahead and flip you on over to this side, I'd imagine. And that'll work right there. Yeah, because we have to mine through there anyway. So let's go ahead and set that up there for now. That'll be what we use to cook momentarily. And let's give this guy some hoppers onto the side here. Let's switch this up to here, here, and... Oh, that's not the one. Cancel that. And hopper right there. And as soon as they build this stuff, I'll be able to see where this should go. Right there, there. Alright, there you go. So now I'm going to be dropping some food into the hopper area, which is really important. You guys want to eat some hot food for sure. Alrighty, and then Utabolt, how are you doing over here? Man, you are super lagging it, bro. I should have really gotten a scientist. The thing is that with research, once you research everything, it's pretty much pointless to have a researcher around. Need batteries. Yeah, I got your batteries, man. I do actually need batteries. The game is not lying to me. It is completely right. I did set up the solar panels, but now, when it's nighttime, it's not going to recharge my nutrient paste dispenser. So, for now, let's actually just set up a few batteries. Here, I guess. I guess we only need 3, honestly, right now. Alright, let's just do 6 for now, just for the making it even and whatnot. Let's go ahead and get my power conduit system like so. Just to connect all those bad boys together, and then we'll set up a power conduit right there. Alright guys, you need to hurry up and wake up and turn that on. And let's see, another thing that we could do for now, I suppose, is probably give ourselves a little bit of light for the meantime. And let's go and set up a light. Actually, let's connect my solar panel to this right here, just to kind of power this up, and then I could just kind of connect lamps to this wall if I feel need to be the case. As you can see, our food situation is not that great. Mangina, he's building is a problem. Why are you building, quite honestly? Or who is my grower? Oh, Mangina, but he's also doing things like constructing and repairing, unfortunately. Okay, let's go ahead and remove that for now, then. Because I really do need you to start working on growing us some food. Alright, hydroponics have been, or hydroponics, not phonics, my bad. Shut up, guys. Let's go into the research scheme, so that is now done. So maybe this area out here is completely pointless. So let me just actually set up some little hydroponics tables in here, and we'll be good to go, man. Alright, so other than that, let's see, what do we need now? Nutrient resistance could be really good. Blast charges, too early for that. So let's just start off with, oh, advanced targeting, here we go. Improve the turret targeting computer. So that's what the thing meant. I had to build a few more things for sure. Okay, so for now, let's just do nutrient resynthesis because basically less food waste when we do that. Alrighty, And other than that, some angina for now. I think we could probably survive what little food we have, I want to say. Yeah. So let's actually just set up a... Ah, man, I'm really worried about that food situation. No, let me just send Mangina to cook when he has a chance. Go over there and, or not cook, but go over there and do your growing, Mangina. Our food is really low right now. So Batman, as soon as you build those batteries, we'll be able to essentially set up a... Let's see here. What am I looking for now? I'm looking for the hydroponics basin. Oh, it's a basin now. Alrighty, and we're going to need that kind of relatively close so that we could actually put some sun lamps here. So let me go ahead and do, let's say, this and this. This and this, and this and this. Could I set one up over on this side? I could probably try. Well, let's set this up like so, and then we'll be able to put one sun lamp right here and kind of, just about do most of our dirty work for us. I believe, if I remember correctly, they could run through sun lamps, so I'd say this is kind of centered enough. So let's set that up right there. Alrighty, Mangina's over here doing some growing, some really freaky, fancy growing. Mangina, don't worry, man. We'll have you inside doing some proper growing soon enough. Need defenses? Don't worry, man. Don't worry, game. My fists are my own defense, and my guns and my everything. My colonists are my defense. Batman's my defense alone. I don't need any crazy turrets yet. I mean, I'm gonna definitely use turrets this time around, but I don't need them just necessarily yet. Yidobolt's gonna over here research into the night. He's a tough man. He's a good man. Alrighty, guys. So how about we go ahead and call it an episode here today? I felt that we've established what we kind of want to start doing with. We've discussed some of the new things for sure, and hopefully we start getting some new people to start renaming. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you did, I encourage you to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. The support really does mean a lot, especially starting up a new series, quote-unquote. Not really a new series, but a new build. But either way, it's something that people are going to be researching and looking for. So if you do indeed want to, I guess, support the channel, I encourage you to click the thumbs up button and leave a like. But if you don't want to do that, it's perfectly fine as well. It's your prerogative to not do so. Once again, guys, I'll catch you guys next time.